We are taking a look back at the statistics from meteorological winter, all of December, January, and February. Now, overall, it was a cold season. We actually had below normal temperatures by 3 and 4 degrees all 3 months. Below normal precipitation all 3 months, though it was definitely more potent in January. We had a dry January. December and February precip totals were actually pretty close to average, just a little bit shy. And of course, for snow, we have been light all winter, at least across the lower valley, especially in January, of course, with 8 inches shy of where we should have been for the month. So looking at the month of February, it was a cold month overall, near normal precipitation. We actually picked up close to 12 inches of snow this past month, which brought us closer to average. But honestly, when we take a look at where we are to date season-wide, so, the snowfall season here in Western Mass goes from October pretty much out to the end of April or early May. We should end up close to 50 inches at the end of that season. To date, we're only at about 23, and normal this time of year, we're almost to 40 already. We tend to pick up around 8 inches to 9 inches of snow in the month of March on average. We can definitely see more than that. We can see less than that. In fact, some of our biggest snowstorms on record have been in the month of March, so don't count it out yet. We're not done. April, we tend to pick up about 1.5 inches on average, and in May, trace amounts, if anything at all, though the latest snowfall on record for Westover was May 18th at 2002, and we picked up just over ½ inch. That's like crushing, soul crushing in my opinion. Right now, no snow to be seen here. It is way too mild. We've got a warm front coming in right now with some heavier rain moving from west to east at a slow pace. We got a good soaking on tap for tonight with rain chances increasing for the valley right now. We should actually go over to a steadier rainfall pretty soon if we haven't already. And then we'll be dealing with some downpours through roughly midnight. Wind gusts could get up to 30, 35 miles an hour. Then after midnight, wind will ease. We'll have maybe a shower around for Thursday morning. A cold front is going to be on the way, so we're going to keep the clouds. We're going to keep the mild air. It'll be brisk, but nothing crazy. Now, wind will start to increase behind that cold front by Thursday afternoon. And Thursday night, it's going to be blustery and a lot chillier. Temperatures will actually drop into the 20s by early Friday morning. Now, that low pressure system is already intense. It's been moving across the country the last few days. It intensifies even more over eastern Canada, which means we are going to have that gusty northwest breeze on tap all day Friday, possibly seeing a few lake effect snow showers come across the region, and then we're still going to be blustery as we head into the weekend. So we've got a chilly couple of days on the way after we get through tomorrow, and wind gusts not really easing up much here over the next couple of days. We're not expecting really any wet weather, though. There's a low chance for maybe a rain or snow shower sometime late Sunday night, early Monday morning, and that's it. Maybe at the end of next week we have a system coming through. But overall, we go into a stretch of fairly dry weather. Now, the temperature roller coaster thing is definitely still ongoing, even as we go into next week. So we've got 50s back tomorrow. We drop to the low 40s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Colder temperatures at night. Monday, we start coming out of it a little bit, back to near or above normal. Then another warm up with highs potentially approaching 60 by midweek. Chris?